I would recommend this program definitely for students who want to challenge themselves more.
With the first moment, I knew that this is something different.
New people, new experiences.
Being exposed to the global world, to talk to people who understand the world in a different way than I do.
The colleagues are excellent, fantastic instructors, and the courses are completely different. It's great.
The Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Scholars Program is a very special, very unique program, originally conceived by His Highness Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed. It is aimed at identifying the top students from the 3 federal universities in the UAE to bring them together to the NYU AD campus and give them a chance to work together, to learn together, and to receive education and experiences that would help prepare them to be the future leaders of the region. It also meets all of the high standards that we know His Highness would have for a program this select and this elite.
The selection process is actually interesting. You get to meet all these smart students from the different universities. One element of this program is that you're in a mixed gender program. I think it's helpful because when you're about to go to work, you're gonna be in a mixed gender world, so it's okay to start early. You actually develop a brotherhood and sisterhood with all these scholars.
When I came to this program, when I joined the SMSP family, I learned that, boy, you're not the best. You still have so many competitors, and you have to work hard to keep up with these smart students.
This semester, I'm teaching a class called Crises in Context. And the premise of the class is to try to understand the historical foundations and the intellectual background to the things we read about every day in the newspaper, whether it's the rise of China, whether it's issues about globalization, whether it's about the pandemic, whether it's about the rise of autocratic states, all of the great questions that we all think about. I lecture as little as possible. It's a Socratic class, and so we'll talk with each other for several hours, and then we'll have debates. There are no subjects that are off limits in our classroom. Things are complicated. It's something I always say to my students. It's complicated. And it's complicated doesn't mean it's confusing. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means your presuppositions may not be right, and you've got to think your way beyond those presuppositions. That's why you're here.
I'm teaching a course called Challenges of the New Political Economy, which deals with all of the changes that we see: artificial intelligence, blockchain, cryptocurrency, big data. The course helps the students understand the world that they live in because the government of the UAE is so much on the cutting edge of technology and on the forefront of change. Students are coming to the class with their world experiences right now. They're on social media, they're dealing with current events in the news, and they're getting ready to go into the job market, and they're looking at how they can be leaders in the world they're entering.
The academic program will test them and push their limits and challenge them in every way possible. They learn how to debate and argue. They learn how to challenge each other. We want them to learn how to read carefully. We want them to learn how to write with great persuasion. We want them to be able to speak like experts. They also have a chance to test theories, to test ideas, and have their own ideas tested and challenged by others. And through these kinds of lessons, they learn from each other, they learn from their instructors, and they learn things that they can carry with them the rest of their lives. One very distinctive feature of the Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Scholars Program is its cross-cultural strain. To that end, we take the scholars on a trip to New York City and Washington, D.C. During the trip, the scholars meet with leaders from government, from cultural institutions, and other entities. They have a chance to interact with New York University students and to see some of the museums and other exciting sites.
I've always wanted to come to New York, and Times Square has always been on my bucket list. I actually have it here and I crossed off. I went there yesterday after the Broadway show.
Everywhere you go, you just have a great time because you're with such a great group.
We learned a lot of things. We've seen some spectacular places which inspires all of us.
We meet great leaders. Where are you going to get someone who's going to take you to the White House? We met the Congresswoman and we met the Justice.
I learned all these things in school and in the courses that I took in the Scholars Program, and now I feel like I can actually relate to it.
Like many of the best leadership programs, SMSP has a very active and dynamic alumni association.
The learning and the experience doesn't just end with that 1 year when it ends. You get a lot of opportunities to work on your career development.
We love to say, once a scholar, always a scholar, and we love bringing them back to campus. We've offered programs, professional development activities, and social events. Our ultimate goal is that of His Highness Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed. Help prepare people to be the future leaders of the region. And our scholars classes over the years have only made us more and more proud every year.
On a professional level, you learn how to look at things from different angles. You learn how to be a critical thinker.
The program has helped me with my public speaking skills, with my analytical skills, and with my problem-solving skills also.
The SMSP helped me understand exactly who I am. I know where I am in my life. I know where I stand in the world. And now I have a clear vision of where I want to be.
Life is all about making decisions. It's all about making the right choices. And this program is definitely the best choice I've ever made.
It's been a grand experience for me. Initially, I resisted taking up the challenge, but so far the ride has been really smooth.
This program gives you like beyond your perspective or beyond your point of view.
This program has showed me that I am capable and that I should not underestimate myself. It gave me the confidence that I needed to pursue my future dreams.
I want to make change, not just to my country, but everywhere else.
SMSP means to me successful, motivational, and productive.
It's a life-changing experience.